Well, nanobots attack and destroy civilization as we know it, and it takes place right in our own backyard. CPD Wise with international best-selling author Jeff Carlson to talk about his books.
CPD
I like that. Yeah, what does that exactly stand for?
Jeff Carlson joining us right now. Jeff, nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. I've read your books. I've enjoyed your books. But I got to say, well, that's good. We got that in common. Both of us seem to enjoy your books. You were flipping through your book going, wow. When I was reading your book, though, a lot of it takes place here. Yeah. And at first, it was kind of disturbing because the world ends, basically. And at first, I was like, oh, that's scary because it's happening right here. And then after a while, I was like, oh, I've been to that Jamba Juice. That's cool as you go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit behind the series. What is this about?
A lot of them do take place in the local Sierras and here in Sacramento. The basic concept of the series is that there is a medical nanotype, medical prototype designed to fight cancer. Mm-hmm. They're doing stuff like this right now, where you can target like the more acidic tissue of tumors, send in microscopic robots to deposit metals in the tumor, makes it easier to find them on MRI scans, all kinds of stuff. So in my books, of course, the nanobot breaks loose out of the lab before it's ready, because if all they do in the book is cure cancer, that's awesome, but it's not much of a story. Right? So it breaks loose out of the lab, and then the nanobots proceed to devour all warm-blooded life forms below 10,000 feet elevation across the planet, because they're just build more of themselves. They're out of control, and they have a hyperbaric fuse as one of the controls in the lab. So again, it self-destructs at low air densities.
Oh, okay.
So the entire planet, obviously, things get ugly in a hurry. You're in the Sierras, Rockies, Alps, Andes, and everywhere else. If you go below that barrier, the invisible robots will disintegrate you.
Disintegrate you.
Yes.
And then did you do a lot of research on this? Because the geography in this thing, I do weather, so I know a lot about the different places and stuff, is amazing. A lot of,
Thank you.
It really was impressive about the different areas.
I am a local boy. I've been skiing in the Sierras my whole life. I lived down on Walnut Creek, so we spent a lot of time, driving from sea level up to the mountains and back. And we would often, we'd get there skiing in Powder for the weekend, and then it would be Sunday, and it would be time to go home. And occasionally we would call in, it's not safe to drive home, there's too much snow, we'd better stay, or we're sick. And I just began to think, what if you really couldn't go home again? What if no one could ever go? Growing up in the area, we drove through Donner Pass a lot. I was darkly fascinated by the Donner Party as a young boy, and I began to think again, what if this was happening on a global scale?
Very interesting, very interesting. Got this email in from Ronan in Truckee. She goes, I'm worried about surviving this nanobot attack. I live at 6,800 feet. Is that high enough?
Sadly, no.
No, so close, though.
Almost there.
Gotta keep going, gotta keep going.
The hyperbaric fuse, is set for 70% of an atmosphere, which is about 9,570 feet. Now, this fluctuates with the weather. You have low pressure fronts, high pressure fronts. That barrier is going to move. So, 6,800 feet, just a little bit too low.
Okay, the new book, it's out now?
Yeah, Plague Zone, the third book to cap the trilogy, is out now. You find it in stores everywhere. It's exciting stuff, and it's an exciting time.
And you're doing a book signing today?
I am. I'm doing a book signing today at Book Lovers over at 5800 Madison Avenue right here in Sacramento.
Fantastic. And I'm telling you, I totally love these books, and it is amazing how much detail about the Sacramento area is in there, too. It's really freaky. Very nice to meet you, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. All right, back to you, Lori.
All right, thanks, Cody. So if the nanobots really did attack, would you survive? Send us an email with your altitude, and later in the show, Jeff will let you know your chances of survival. It's true. It's Walt Disney's birthday.